Hey there, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend and we're ready to conquer the week. I had a fun weekend. Although it's hot in Florida. It's only May. It's really hot. Feels like summer already. So that's why we live in paradise. What can you do? I'm gonna change gears a little. I know we've been like tax, so much tax. Um, but we do other stuff. So I wanted to like comment on some other things that we do. And, in particular, I think there's certain things in business that get perceived in certain ways. So we're going to do a little bit today about hiring bookkeepers, right? Kind of related to the accounting world, right? Obviously, they put stuff into your books. They do stuff and things in QuickBooks and whatnot. But we're gonna unlock some potential here, okay? So let's get right into it. Hi, I'm Bette Hochberger, CPA, CGMA, and today we're going to talk about hiring a bookkeeper. You get what you pay for. Right? This is true about so many things. Bookkeeping is literally no exception. So it's an old saying, you get what you pay for, and it totally applies in the accounting world as well. So when you're running a business, especially early on, right? Or maybe it's not like such a high period for you. You're looking at costs. You're trying to keep costs down, and you look at bookkeeping, accounting as what we call a cost center in our world, right? It's just something you have to pay for. Well, I'm going to say instead of looking for the cheapest option, right? Because dollars count, pennies count, right? Cutting corners on bookkeeping can lead you to problems down the line. So if you've got a business, if you've ever gone to get your taxes done and the tax accountant is like, hey, we have a lot of problems here, we can't file, it's probably because you're using a cheap bookkeeper, right? So the budget bookkeeper might save you cash up front. It can cost you on the other end, right? Financial inaccuracies, you're missing deadlines, you're not in compliance because things are just categorized all kinds of crazy. And there are many times that I work with business owners, and they'll say, oh, I'm all set. I got a bookkeeper. Everything's great. It's done. Right? And then we get in there and we're like, no, we've got problems. Things posted to wrong years. You don't tie out to your prior year tax return anymore. Things are categorized all crazy. You've got personal expenses here that we can't deduct. So there's a lot of problems that can arise from cheap and bad bookkeeping, right? So instead of thinking of bookkeeping as this cost or as this like chore, like I might as well be taking out the trash doing bookkeeping or going to the dentist. Sorry, dentist, we love you, but you know how people feel about you, right? And a lot of times people feel like that about their bookkeeping, their taxes, things like that. Think of it instead as an investment in your business and in yourself. Right? Because if you work with qualified professionals, you're not only going to have good, clean financial records, you're going to have insights into what do those numbers mean for you, for your business, for strategically growing your business, right? It's one of the great things about working with our team, because I will always tell people like, no, we don't do bookkeeping. We're not just going to put stuff in and move on, right? You work with a controller, you work with an accounting manager, you work with the tax team as well, because those books and those cheapy bookkeeper mistakes make you pay more in taxes down the line in errors. And those can be significant errors, and that can be some big money. So one of the great things when you work with us, you're navigating also those tax laws that change every year, right? We're keeping an eye out for what's coming down the line this year because we're expecting some big changes. So you're going to have good, clean books, and you're going to combine it with some great tax strategies. And look at that. We're keeping money in your pocket. So instead of it being a painful chore that costs you money to get your books done, now we're giving you ways to save your money, right? Cooking with fire, as they say. So when you're looking at options for bookkeeping, right, please do not just go for the cheapest person that you can find to just get it done. And yeah, that includes when you outsource to offshore companies, things like that. I have seen some insanity, some just like straight up insanity when people, when non accountants work with offshore accountants, insanity ensues, not in a good way, not in a fun way at all. So we're not just looking for the lowest price. Find a good fit for your business. Find a partner. Find someone who's really going to work with you, that's going to give you the quality service and the peace of mind, because your business deserves the best. You deserve the best, right? You deserve to hold on to that hard-earned money that you are busting your butt to make. And so if you are ready to level up from cheap bookkeeping, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We've got you covered. We got your books. We got your tax strategies. We got your tax preparation, your compliance, all that stuff. Keep you out of jail, as they say. And we'll see you next time.